Let's move straight to our final conversation. So I'll come to you on this one. More trouble looms for former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami SAN, as he may face extended detention. This is because reports indicate that the Department of State Services, DSS, is seeking a court order to keep him in custody pending the conclusion of the ongoing investigation. Malami was rearrested 12 days after being granted bail and is now under investigation over his handling of a UAE-linked list of alleged terror financiers. Reports of an arms cache found at his Kebbi residence and multiple petitions alleging terrorism and terror financing. The story suggests that the probe may be prolonged. Okay, BK, I'll come to you here. I mean, from the esteemed office of the Attorney General's office to the EFCC custody to Kuje Correctional Center and now DSS custody. Well, why do you think he may face prolonged detention here?
Yes, because remember the discovery of a huge cache of weapons was made when the EFCC were raiding his house. So naturally, that matter fell outside the purview of the EFCC.
Okay.
Yeah.
They then decided that, okay, let us hand this matter over to the DSS. Yes, because this is purely security matter. It is not fraud related and all that. It is purely security matter. You have to explain how you came about those A-grade weapons. That's a category of weapons that should not be found in the home of a civilian. So, and if you found not one, not two, not three, then something is wrong. What are those weapons doing in your house?
Exactly.
So it has a lot of explanations to make, and the DSS, by the nature of their investigations, they can be very thorough. And all this takes time. If you want to do a thorough investigation, even the London Metropolitan Police, they are never in a hurry. They take their time to investigate thoroughly so that by the time they take you before a court, they already have a prima facie case against you. They know that they have you, that you cannot escape. So that is why it is believed that this investigation will take a long while, and that it could then mean that the DSS will go to court to secure an order to keep him in detention in their facility for a long time. It happened with Omoyele Sowore. You know, he was first kept in custody for about 90 days. You know, for about 90 days, you know, which is renewable. So that's why the tabloids think that Malami has, he will be in detention for long. Then, of course, the matter of the people that the UAE released to us as terror financiers. Malami sat on the case. He refused to put these people on trial for reasons best known to him. It was only when Lateef Fagbemi became the Attorney General of the Federation that they actually began to prosecute those people. How can a country be happy with us if a country released terror financiers to us? Not 1 dozen, not 2 dozens, not 3 dozens, many people. And then we just chose to be silent on a matter of national interest that we should have prosecuted. So how do we get people to stop terror financing, to stop terrorism, when we are reluctant to make examples of them? Those Arab people must be disappointed where they are, that they release those people to us. Their hard work, their diligent investigation. And we just decided to sit our Attorney General just decided to sit on the matter. How do you explain that? So they're going to be asking him questions on that. You know, even if it's just a routine, he needs to explain to us why he kept those people, you know, in detention without filing formal charges against them. Because that's his job to do as an attorney general. So now with weapons found in his custody, he also has explanations to make. What are you doing with those weapons? You are not a soldier. The last time we checked, you are not a general. Even a general cannot defend keeping assault weapons in his house, because those are not supposed to be personal items that you keep. Of course, the bigger issue is the properties that were recovered from him. So he has to explain. He has to explain, how did you amass the kind of wealth that enabled you to gather all kinds of properties, hotels here, university here, here and there. Hotels not just in one city. So if you cannot explain, already now the EFCC filed a forfeiture, sought a forfeiture order, which has been granted. Yes. So let us see whether anybody will come forward to say, okay, I own this house, I own that house. And if you must come forward, you have to explain that these are not proceeds of crime. You have to show that you worked hard, you worked diligently, you made sufficient money to be able to acquire those properties. We have to get to that point in our country where politicians won't be able to just steal from all of us and get away with it. Whatever is attributed to them as their property, they must be ready to prove to us that they worked hard to gather those things. Money is meant to build hospitals. People refuse to build hospitals with them, and they will divert it to personal use and go and build hotels. They know that Nigerians love to go to hotels. It's probably the biggest piece of business that anyone can do in our country. Those hotels, what are they doing in hotels like that? What are they doing? Men and women, what are they doing in hotels?
All right, BK, I don't know what they do in hotels actually, but we have a former attorney general, you know, facing charges of alleged terrorism financing. Does this signal that Nigeria is finally holding top government officials, public officials to account?
Well, I want to believe we are getting there.
We are getting there.
Now, you see that for every individual who we see as being somebody in the society, the moment you go after them, they'll say it's politics.
True.
They'll say it's politics. So now we want to look at the politics in all of this acquisition. We want to look at the politics in stashing arms and ammunition. We want to look at the politics in holding on to the list of
alleged terrorism financing.
You know, we want to look at all the politics in that.
He has a lot of questions to ask.
It's important we look at that, or at the politics involved in all of this. But more important to me is that the DSS under Adeola Ajayi has shown us in the last year that it is possible to achieve results without undue detention, prolonged now, and really without making noise. Because a lot of times, what in the past, anyway, more in the past, what we see are...
media trial.
Yes, we see a lot of media trial. We see a lot of press statements that even when you get to court, you are expecting so much, but you are getting little. Don't forget, we still have a Dasuki Sambo.
Sambo Dasuki, okay.
Sambo Dasuki, who is there. The same kind of allegations.
Yes.
How did you get this? How did you get that? That matter is still dragging. We are still on it. I don't expect this to take that long, because what Nigerians want now is you arrest a man, before you even arrest him, do some due diligence. Be set so that when they tell us the EFCC, the DSS, ICPC has arrested you, we know that in 2 months maximum, you are
round up the case.
the case is
Exactly.
gone, because you already have your facts
Exactly.
with you. You are only going to plead it before the judge.
Before the judge.
Not let's come in, let us begin to question you, and then we begin to investigate.
No. But anyway, it's a fine place for us to leave it, Dr.
We shouldn't.
Olajupo, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for
doing this
having me
with us.
again.
BKO,
Thank you.
as always, thank you so much for doing this with us as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And we can't wait to have you back in the
To
studio.
join you from Oderemo.
Oh, Oderemo. Oh, okay, that's my
We have
state.
to join you from Oderemo.
Oh, okay, that's my state. All right, then. I can't wait to have you back, live right here in the studio. And that's it on Journalists Hangout today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program. You can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11. Join us on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalists Hangouts on Sunday. We are on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Benga Oreshegun. Bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.